Hi everyone, it's Deb. Welcome to iClimb, and today we're going to work on what I call loading. And what I mean by that is the foot has two basic components in that. It has to be able to bear the load and it has to be able to be mobile. So when you step onto that foot, your knees shouldn't go one direction or the other, the hips shouldn't go sideways, the torso shouldn't roll or rotate or lean, and so you should be able to step, and from the foot to the knee to the hip to the shoulder, everything has integrity. It's just like sitting on a chair or a table and nothing collapses. Same kind of concept. But what we have to do for most of you is to re-educate that loading capacity so that there isn't a lot of the leaning, the turning, and all that kind of thing. So just so you know, even though in this case your left side is going to be the working side, what you're going to do is feel it in the loading side. So all you're going to do, and I'm going to suggest if you have a stairway at home, use it. You can put both hands on the wall, the banister, whatever. And this is also good for balance as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the foot on the step. When you put the foot on the step, it needs to be forward so that the ankle is underneath the knee, not here. That puts a lot of pressure on the knee, so make sure that foot is forward. That foot needs to face straight ahead, all right? So I'm going to step up, I'm going to load into the heel, all right? And I'm just going to tap right here. Now I'm going to step down. Now when I step down, I have to make sure that that back foot faces forward. A lot of you, when you step down, will want to be here. That automatically puts your hips into rotation, and it changes your balance. That's why I want you to use the wall, a chair, or whatever. So you're going to step up, and you're going to tap, and then you're going to step back down. And I suggest if your arms are free that you use those. Again, just getting that contralateral pattern back. Load into the heel. If you have access to a mirror, I would highly recommend you use it. Go slow enough to make corrections. A lot of you will collapse the knee to midline, which means weakness in lateral hip. When you step, if you focus on weight distribution on the parameter of the foot, it will help you keep that knee in line with the hip, because the whole kinetic chain has to work as a unit and have integrity. So this is about creating stability, creating integrity in that loading mode. Again, if you can use your arms, use your arms. You're going to step and tap, and I would highly recommend in the beginning to double check the back foot. If you need to fix it, fix it. Again, those hips have to face forward. That's where you want to be in gait. And I would say do it until at least you have 5 or 6 that are fatigued on that right quad in this case. And then what you'll do is switch sides. So you're going to step, you're going to load into the left heel. And again, make sure the knee doesn't collapse one way or the other. A lot of times you'll want to roll out onto the foot because the knee wants to collapse to midline. Keep everything from the foot to the shoulder lined up appropriately. And again, when I step down, my hips stay forward. You can tell when my foot is turned. Everything has to stay forward. This will make a huge difference in your gait. This will help a lot going up and down stairs. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, you're going to do that until at least 5 or 6 are fatigued. That's how you're going to gain strength. That's how you're going to gain endurance. All right? After we do both sides there, take a break if you need to, grab some water. Now we're going to do some side loading. This is really important. Pretty much all of you, and even if you don't have Parkinson's, a lot of people are very weak in lateral hip. So we're going to load sideways. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the foot forward a little bit. That way, when I step up, I can step right to it. When I step down, I'm going to step back a little bit. That'll keep that knee over the ankle, not forward of. If I step sideways, this is where that knee is going to be. So I want to step back a little bit. Now, when you get in and out of a car, when you have to step up and over, whether it's a shower or something of that nature, these are the same muscles that you're using. This should be easy. So we're going to practice that so that it is easy. So you're going to step up, And again, you can step back. That foot has to face forward. Step up, step down, and if you want to make it harder, instead of putting the weight directly on the foot, just tap it and step right back up. Again, do it correctly. There's no point in doing it incorrectly. Just make sure that whatever you do, your form and technique count. And again, you're going to do that on both sides. And up, and again, add the arm. Head up, chest up. Step down. And again, you're going to feel that on the quad, on the loading side. And you'll want to do both sides on that. Now, here's the thing that you're getting that you're also not realizing. Most of you are very weak in the posterior chain from the glute down. When you step back, you have to engage that, all right? So now, if you feel comfortable, I would suggest that you also step to the front of this. If you have a set of stairs, you're gonna have to step on the bottom step, all right? You can put your hands on the wall or the railings, and you're gonna put your foot on that back step. Here's the reason I want you to do that. One of the things you get uncomfortable with is moving backwards. At some point in time, you will need to move backwards, maybe not on demand, well, not intentionally, but you'll have to move backwards. That needs to be a reaction that's comfortable. So what I want you to do is to push, you're gonna push off of that front foot and come back onto that step. Now, here's what most of you will do. You'll continue to lean forward, so now most of your weight is here. So as you push off that front foot, in this case the right, onto the left, pull your torso upright, pull your shoulder blades back, and step onto that left foot. Now, you can alternate if you want. I highly recommend with all of these, you do one side several times before you switch. Otherwise, there's too much to think about. So you're gonna push off and bring it back to that standing position, weight even on both feet, and your feet will face forward, and they're here. I don't want you here. Some of you will want to be here. I want those feet underneath you. Again, it's a loading issue. So I'm going to keep that foot on the back step. Notice my foot is facing forward. My toes are open, all right? And I'm going to push off. I'm going to use my torso, and I'm going to bring myself back. I'm going to step down. I'm going to push off, pull my shoulders back, and step up. So if you go to step down off a curb, all of a sudden a car's coming, this is what you're gonna have to do. And it needs to be comfortable and it needs to be easy. So we're just gonna educate those muscles. This is also clearly a balance exercise as well. You're gonna step down, push off, step down, push off. So once you finish the loading, and I'm gonna suggest that you be real honest with yourself. So what do I need to be doing? Is that easy? Is that hard? When it gets easier, now we're gonna change that. That by itself can also work a little bit of anaerobic. In other words, you can get your heart rate up a little bit. Once we do that though, now we can work on that a little bit differently and we can alternate. So we're gonna step up and step down. So I'm gonna go left, right, left, tap, but I'm still going left, right. So the foot that's up is always the one that you're going to use next. So now I'm going to go right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Go as slow as you need to. And if you notice, I'm adding an arm to that. So as I step onto my left foot with my feet forward, my back foot is straight, I'm taking my left hand forward because in gait, that's what you want to create. And then step down, down. And I'm going to step back up and tap, down, down, up, and up. Right, left, right, tap, left, down, and you can do it backwards. You can start on top and you can start on the floor. The other thing that you can do, and this will help you with all the medial lateral, especially those of you who tend to be what we call valgus, in other words, you're here. This is a lot of stretching this out, activating lateral hip stability. Again, if you do this with a step, use a chair if you need to. If you're in a classroom, you can use the bar. That's a great place to go. So you're going to start, and you can either start on top or start at the side, and you're going to step down, down, up, up, right, left, right, left. Now here, you can just keep stepping right, left. Realize when you do that, you're leading with the same foot every time. Notice my foot position. It's always forward. That keeps my hips forward and out of rotation and the correct muscles doing their job. My head is up, my shoulders are up. It's not about speed here. You're not in a step class. This is about integrity with loading. This is about activating the right muscles. This is about stability. So I'm just going right, left, and then I can switch it. So now I can lead left, right, right, 2 off, and 2 on. There's all kinds of things you can do here. So if you feel like you're not doing it correctly, don't worry about it. You're still moving. As long as the feet are forward, so 2 on and 2 off. And again, I can add my arm to that. When I step left, my right arm comes forward. So it's left, right, left, right. Okay? Now, I can change that again because this is where some of you will go automatically because it's normal for you. So I start on top and I'm taking 2 steps left, and then I'm taking 2 steps right, 2 steps left, and 2 steps right, and 2 steps left. And again, torso is upright. If I need to hold on to something, that's perfectly fine as long as you're not leaning into it. Use the paraspinals, use the muscles in the torso to hold you upright. You're going to left and to right. To left and to right. And just practice that until it becomes really easy. All right? So just for review, we started out with constant loading, just letting the body figure out that we have to have integrity from the foot to the shoulder. We did constant loading. Then we did constant loading from the side, okay? On both sides. All right, and then we did 2 on and 2 off, and we changed foot. We led with the right, then we led with the left. You can start whichever one you want to as long as you do both. All right, then we did 2 steps right and 2 steps left. Again, just keep moving. There's a lot of things that you do during your day where you're gonna have to step, or step over, and you're not even realizing it. If that's hard, this will help you get a better grip on that and give you more functional ability. So good luck with that and enjoy.